It was a quiet Saturday morning in a peaceful neighborhood. Birds were singing, kids were playing, and everything seemed calm until a sudden crash shook the air. Laura, a middle-aged woman with a gentle heart, ran outside in alarm. Her beautiful stone garden wall was half destroyed, bricks scattered like broken dreams. At the wheel of the shiny red Jeep stood Chloe, Karen's teenage daughter. She looked more shocked than hurt, her phone still glowing with an unfinished text. Karen, the notorious neighbor known for her attitude, stormed out of her house within minutes. Her first words weren't, "Is anyone hurt?" but, "You'll pay for this mess." Laura blinked in disbelief. Her wall was gone, and somehow she was being blamed for it. Karen wasted no time spinning her version of the story. "She's got a dangerous driveway," she snapped, pointing at Laura. "Too close to the road. My daughter could have been seriously hurt." Laura tried to stay calm. "Your daughter drove onto my property, Karen. That's not my fault." But Karen's words were sharper than any debris on the ground. "You'll be hearing from my lawyer," she hissed before dragging Chloe back into the house. That night, Laura sat on her porch, staring at the crumbled wall, a quiet reminder that some people could twist anything to their advantage. She knew Karen was trouble, but she had no idea how far this was about to go. 2 weeks later, Laura opened her mailbox and froze. There it was, an official-looking envelope. Inside, a lawsuit claiming emotional distress and property endangerment. Karen had actually gone through with it. She was suing her. Laura's hands trembled as she read. She wasn't a confrontational woman, but she knew she couldn't let this injustice win. Her neighbors had seen everything that day. They knew the truth. Still, the idea of standing in court against someone like Karen made Laura's stomach twist. For the first time in years, she felt small, but she wasn't alone for long. When word spread, the neighbors were outraged. Mrs. Patel from across the street, Mr. Rogers from the corner, even the quiet couple next door, all came forward offering statements. They had seen Chloe's Jeep speeding down the road, music blasting before it slammed into Laura's wall. "I'll testify if you need me," said Mr. Rogers firmly. "That girl's lucky she didn't hit someone." Laura felt something she hadn't in days: strength. For once, the neighborhood stood united against Karen's bullying. Even Chloe, it seemed, was beginning to feel guilty. She couldn't meet Laura's eyes whenever they crossed paths. Justice had a quiet way of preparing its ground. The courtroom was tense, the air heavy with whispers. Karen arrived first, dressed like she was attending a fashion show, her lawyer trailing behind her. Laura sat quietly, holding a folder of photos, her wall before and after, the police report, and witness statements. When the judge asked Karen to explain her case, she launched into dramatic stories about unsafe driveways and poor visibility. But then Laura's turn came. Calmly, she presented her evidence, her voice steady though her heart raced. When the judge saw the dashcam footage, captured by a neighbor's security camera, the truth became painfully clear. The video showed Chloe texting while driving straight into Laura's property. Karen's confident smile vanished. The courtroom fell silent as the judge leaned forward. "Mrs. Thompson," he said firmly, looking at Karen, "you and your daughter are responsible for the damage, not Mrs. Moore." Karen's lawyer lowered his head. Chloe's eyes filled with tears. The judge ordered Karen to pay for the wall repairs, court costs, and an additional fine for filing a false claim. Laura felt tears sting her own eyes, not from anger but relief. She didn't gloat or smile. She simply nodded in quiet gratitude. Justice wasn't about revenge. It was about truth. And that day, truth had spoken louder than arrogance ever could. Chloe came one evening holding a small potted plant. "I'm sorry," she said softly. "For everything." Laura accepted the apology with a warm smile. "We all make mistakes. What matters is that we learn." Karen, meanwhile, had grown unusually quiet in the neighborhood, her pride bruised, but her lessons learned. Chloe came one evening holding a small potted plant. "I'm sorry," she said softly. "For everything." Laura accepted the apology with a warm smile. "We all make mistakes. What matters is that we learn." Karen, meanwhile, had grown unusually quiet in the neighborhood, her pride bruised, but her lessons learned. As the sun set, Laura looked at her repaired wall glowing golden in the light. It wasn't just bricks and mortar anymore. It was a reminder that truth may take time, but it never falls apart.